welcome, fellow Americans. I'm Patrick Nettesheim from Guitars for Vets. Thank you for coming out tonight. Really appreciate you being here to support our heroes and our warriors, our champions. I'm going to open the show with a song, a version of a song that was done by a man back in the 60s. He was a social activist, a philosopher, great guitar player. So I'm doing a version of his version of a song that means more to many of us than any other song we've got. Please stand for the national anthem.
That was Patrick Nettesheim from Guitars for Vets. You'll be hearing more from him a little bit later. Give him a big hand. That was the finest rendition since Jimi Hendrix. It's a hard song to play on guitar. All right. Welcome, everybody, to Veterans Memorial Amphitheater right here in Wolf Park, in my hometown, St. Louis Park. It's a beautiful summer night, a little warm, but it's going to get even hotter up here. You're going to hear a lot of great music from some of Minnesota's best tonight. Sit back, relax in your easy chair, and let the music carry you away. We have CDs, posters, T-shirts on sale. We have 2 souvenir stands to the right. So please help yourself and browse over all the literature and purchase something. It supports all of us. And donate. That's right. Okay, there's information over there from 2 of tonight's beneficiaries. That's Guitar for Vets. That's www.guitarsforvets.org. The healing power of music in the hands of heroes. And our other beneficiary is called Heart. And that's www.heartinc.org. Just off the plane from Nashville, Tennessee is tonight's opener. a singer-songwriter and guitarist who has written and played for Glenn Campbell, George Strait, Kenny Chesney, Gene Autry, Willie Nelson, Lee Greenwood, Vince Gill, and the KO Band from right here in St. Louis Park. Please welcome back for the second year, Mr. Jeff Dayton.
Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. Great to be back, everybody. Let's see here. All right. Just as ordered. Look at this sky. Wow, all right. Here's some songs Nashville style for you. Daddy started every day in a clean work shirt at the north end of a southbound mule. Sun up to supper, pouring money in that dirt, saying someday, son, this'll all belong to you. When the bankers and builders come around, remember your daddy always stood his ground. 'Cause it's my dirt here on my shirt from a day's work, digging out a living again. Well, my kids and my crops and my dreams all grow. It ain't much, but by God, it's my home. And on the day my days come to an end, make sure it's my dirt you put me in. Now Daddy's resting underneath that maple in the grove, and I'm southbound on an old John Deere, holding back the tide, trying to keep this place afloat. Yeah, I'm in dirt and dead up to my ears, but Mama's in the kitchen, supper's made. I'm dirty and I'm tired, and that's okay, 'cause it's my dirt here on my shirt from a day's work, digging out a living again. Well, my kids and my crops and my dreams all grow. It ain't much, but by God, it's my home. And on the day my days come to an end, make sure it's my dirt you put me in. Ain't just dirt you're standing on, it's my way of life. Ain't no way I'm moving on. Call it faith, call it crazy, call it pride, but it's my dirt, yeah. Well, my kids and my crops and my dreams all grow. It ain't much, but by God, it's my home. And on the day my days come to an end, make sure it's my dirt you put me in. Yeah, just make it my dirt. Hey, all right. Thank you. Nothing like being home in Minnesota. Wow. I've got a record out this year. I'm really... All right, well, thank you. Hope you'll say that after you hear it. And here's one of the songs off the album. It's actually the first single. I was getting a little spring fever one day. I'm not trying to figure out the world or trying to make it all make sense. I'm just trying to figure out one girl, and so far she's still on the fence. And there's all this magic lightning back and forth between our eyes. And I feel that tingle every single time she smiles. And if this is good as it ever gets, that'll still be alright. But I'm hoping it's gonna get better, and I'm waiting on sunnier weather. And I'll keep on loving that girl till she decides. It's taking all I've got to keep my cool, 'cause there's so much I wanna say. I'm feeling like she's feeling like I do. I don't know what it's gonna take, 'cause there's all this magic lightning back and forth between our eyes. And I feel that tingle every single time she smiles. And if this is good as it ever gets, that'll still be alright. But I'm hoping it's gonna get better, and I'm waiting on sunnier weather. Keep on loving that girl till she decides that I'm the guy for her. But she's sure taking her time, yeah. And there's all this magic lightning back and forth between our eyes. And I feel that tingle every single time she smiles. And if this is good as it ever gets, that'll still be alright. But I'm hoping it's gonna get better, and I'm waiting on sunnier weather. And I'll keep on loving that girl. Yeah, I'll keep on loving that girl. I'm gonna keep on loving that girl till she decides. Till she decides. I'm gonna keep on loving that girl. Yeah, all right. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that a lot. One of the fun things about being a songwriter, I've been, well, first of all, I grew up here. Let some of you know me from then. If you don't, that's cool. And I spent a long time gone, though. I left the Twin Cities in late '79 and moved to Phoenix, lived there 20 years. That's where I met Glenn Campbell and ended up working with him. And a bunch of great people. Appreciate the nice intro, too. And moved to Nashville 10 years ago. I've always been a songwriter, and I've always enjoyed being a songwriter. It's fun to take stories and kind of bring them to life, and it's become so much a part of me that I can't help writing sometimes. It's like one of those, you'll wake up from a perfectly good nap to write down a really stupid idea. That's the songwriter thing. So I had a buddy that came up to me one day, and he was telling me he got a new job, and I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm working for Comcast." I said, "Are you like in the office, or are you driving around?" He says, "Oh, I'm, a tech." And I said, "Oh, a tech in a truck." And he kind of looked at me funny, and I thought, well, I'll think about that line. So I wrote him a little tune. Well, I didn't write for him, but I just started collecting people for this next song, so I hope you guys enjoy this. This is going to be on the next record. I'm just a cable guy, a tech in a truck. Give me a call, I'll hook your internet up. Got me your shirt with my name on it. Ain't the world's best job, but man, I really want it, 'cause you don't mess with happy. No, you don't mess with happy. Yeah, you might mess up the good thing you've got, and I'm smart enough to know how smart I'm not. That's right. My neighbor lady, she lives with her mama in bright pink curlers and polka dot pajamas. She smokes Camel filters, she loves fried chicken, says that's the way I want it, long as I'm kicking, 'cause you don't mess with happy. No, you don't mess with happy, 'cause you might mess up the good thing you've got, and I'm smart enough to know how smart I'm not. Yeah. The what's a good life, even living hand to mouth. And I could bust my butt trying to have it all, but I'm all right right now, right now. Oh, yeah. Me and the boys headed down to Hooters for wings and a game and some $3 shooters. Them crop top short shorts sure look good, but my sweet baby knows I never would. 'Cause you don't mess with happy. No, you don't mess with happy. 'Cause you might mess up a good thing you've got. And I'm smart enough to know how smart I'm not. Yeah, I'm smart enough to know how smart I'm not. That's right. All right. Thank you. Appreciate that. Will he do it? Did you ask him? Well, I'm so glad that my friend Kevin just walked up. In D, I need the Dylan-esque like major nut. Oh, this is cool. I'm so excited that he's said yes. This. I said no to you. Dude. Except for that one thing. Yeah. What key? I'm going to do like D. My friend Kevin Bowe, everybody. Hey. Well, here's what happened. See, we got this new set of Dylan stuff to do, and I'm like home woodshedding on Blonde and Blood on the Tracks. And how many people came here just because it's Dylan music? All right. All right. Well, then good, because this song is kind of my, I got buried up in lyrics, you know. Like this stuff just started growing inside of me, and I couldn't help it. So I wrote this song just for tonight. Hope you guys like it. Yeah, now I'm not saying that you're dishonest. Whatever you're selling, I don't want it. You got lies in every pocket, so walk that trouble home. Yeah, everyone knows rivers don't stop, pigs don't fly, or dead men talk. Conscience is something you ain't got, so walk that trouble home. Yeah, walk till your legs are tired and all your strength is gone. Walk till your shoes have holes and then keep walking on. Yeah, you're not so smart and I'm not so dumb. You start talking, my ears get numb. You couldn't tell the truth if it was on your tongue, so walk that trouble home. Yeah, you stand your ground, but it's not solid. Lies are lies, no matter what you call it. When you count your blessings, what's in your wallet? So walk that trouble home. Yeah, walk till your legs are tired and all your strength is gone. Walk till your shoes have holes and then keep walking on. Yeah. Had my trust, but you just broke it. Sold it and spoke it and then forsook it. Did you think nobody was looking? We'll walk that trouble home. Yeah, the words you said you can't take back. The blame's on you, you can't shake that. You're all lip service and you need a tic-tac, so walk that trouble home. Yeah, and walk till your legs are tired and all your strength is gone. Walk shoes have holes and then keep walking on. Yeah, walk on. Walk that trouble home. Yeah, walk that trouble home. Kevin Bowe on the harmonica. Thank you, man. It wouldn't have been the same without it.
That's the first time anyone's asked me to play the harmonica instead of asking me to not play the harmonica.
How do you think he did, huh? I got something to aspire to now. Here's another one from my album. I'm going to send this out to everybody who's been so encouraging about this song for all the years that it's been around. We're not supposed to have favorite kids, and I'm a parent of 4, so I know what that's about. But it's also, as a songwriter, you know, we have so many kids. And this is one of my favorite kids. I hope you guys enjoy this. I woke up in the darkness and tried falling back to sleep. I stared up at the ceiling and it just stared back at me. So I went out to the other room, picked up my brush, started painting you. I painted your hair longer, the way I liked it best. Made your lips warm and tender, like they were saying yes. And I gave your eyes some extra blue, as if you felt what I felt too. And before the tongue dried, I told you the truth, and your picture just smiled back at me like you already knew that I've always loved you as much as I do tonight. And for old time's sake, I told you again before the color dried. It made me feel stronger, painting your gentle hands. One brush across your fingers made all my senses dance. And I wiped away a single tear as in your picture one appeared. And before the color dried, I told you the truth, and your picture just smiled back at me like you already knew that I've always loved you as much as I do tonight. And for old time's sake, I told you again before the color dried. Yeah, before the color dried, I told you the truth, and your picture just smiled back at me like you already knew that I've always loved you as much as I do tonight. And for old time's sake, I told you again before the color dried. Yeah, I only wish that I told you back then before the color dried. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. And my kids appreciate it. You know, I'm just starting to get over the adrenaline kick that I had when I walked out here, and so I'm starting to remember my manners. One of my favorite people out there on the concert circuit, we've been able to play some shows together, is Jake Shimabukuro. You guys know him, the ukulele guy? And he's so good about having his manners on stage and thanking people, and I wanted to remind myself to say thank you for the opportunity to be with you. It's really an honor to be back this year. I want to thank all the great musicians who have invited me into the family here and be part of the Blood on the Tracks live thing, and so thank you so much for this honor. I really appreciate it. This is going to be the title cut of my next album. My first CD is also over here at the table. See Susan there. any of the folks over there. And I've got some information cards about where I'm playing while I'm up here in the Twin Cities. I did just get in this afternoon. And I'll be around for a couple of weeks doing some shows, mostly out west of here. So if you get a chance, pick up some info or take a look at the CD, and it's always good. There's a lot of great causes, and don't forget Guitars for Vets over there, too. They can use the help. So once again, thanks for the chance to do this, and I'm going to close with this, and then we're going to get the rest of this great band up here, all right? My old man, he's a real piece of work. Bald head and a blue collar shirt. Telling jokes makes you laugh till it hurts just to see you smile. And every morning's the same toast and eggs. Drives a paid for Chevrolet. I don't think he's ever seen a bad day except when Grandma died. And anytime anyone ever asks him how he's doing, well, it's the same grin, the same line every time. Never been better, never had a day that beat the way I feel right now. No way, no how. Never been nothing to compare with the rush of just being here and living a life so good it all lasts forever. I might have been stronger, faster, and younger, but I've never been better. I used to hear my old man saying grace, asking Lord, please bless this dinner plate. Thank you for our health and another day, and if you don't mind, please bless that woman sitting there in her grandma's caneback wooden chair. Greenest eyes that I've seen anywhere. She's the love of my life. There ain't a man anywhere ever been as blessed as me. A lot of girls in this world, as far as I've seen, have never been better. Never been a woman loved me just the way I was, but that's what she does. Never been nothing to compare with the rush of her being here and living a love so good it all lasts forever. I might have been stronger and faster and younger, but I've never been better. Yeah, that's the kind of man he is. That's the kind of man I want to be. That's the kind of way I want to feel when they ask me. And if you ask me, I've never been better. Never had a day that beat the way I feel right now. No way, no how. Never been nothing to compare with the rush of just being here and having a laugh so good it all lasts forever. I might have been stronger and faster and younger. Yeah, I might have been stronger and faster and younger, but I've never been better. I've never been better. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everybody. Tim, thank you for the great sound. All right.
For Jeff Dayton. How is everybody doing? It's almost full already. All right. Way to be. Once again, check out our interesting souvenir stands, Guitar for Vets, Heart, our causes, souvenir t-shirts, books, CDs from all the artists tonight. So check them out. If there's one particular artist you like, then go over there and buy one of their CDs, okay? It's nice to have everybody here. Okay. This next group needs no introduction because I don't know who they are, exactly how they even got into this. They must know somebody. They have connections. I don't know. They flew in under the radar and set up their instruments faster than you can say, security. So I'll just get out of the way, wish them good luck, because they got a lot of nerve sneaking into Blood on the Tracks Live.
By the rivers of Babylon, where we sat down, and there we wept, while we remembered Zion. For the wicked carry us away, captivity require from us a song. How can we sing half a song in a strange land? So let the words of our mouth and the meditations of our hearts be acceptable in thy sight. Oh, for I'm working for a cowboy outfit, flying by the seat of my pants, with refugees and corporate rejects, victims of circumstance. Working for a cowboy outfit, making it up as I go along, shooting from the hip, losing my grip, playing for $1 a dance, loving, and I hate it. Cowboy outfit. Drive my truck and trailer, I wish I was a deep sea sailor, 'cause all I do is wish and dream of catching fish, caught between success and failure. I wish I was in San Diego, bound for Riviera-Gigado. The sea is high and strong, I'm singing every song by Mr. Marley and the Wailers. I know every single lyric. Cowboy outfit. Success and failure. Don't the morning tide will deliver me. I'm going on a trip so far that the water meets the sky. Upon an even star I pray, I'll get there if I try. Someday I'm gonna build a boat down in Carolina. Someday I'm gonna sail that boat all the way to China. I'm snowing why you left behind your favorite pair of glasses. But lately when I think of you, the pain of losing passes. I know I'm not the only boy that ever lost his brother, but everyone must pass someday from this world to another. One day I'm gonna build a boat down in Carolina. Someday I'm gonna sail that boat all the way to China. Someday I'm gonna sail that boat all the way to China. I'm sitting at a traffic light, staring at the rain. I had the strangest dream last night, keeps going through my brain. I threw away my telephone out on Highway 7. I know I'm not the only one trying to get to heaven. Someday I'm gonna build a boat down in Carolina. Someday I'm gonna sail that boat all the way to China. Someday I'm gonna sail that boat all the way to China. See the train rolling down the track. Railroad doesn't want me back. Heavy traffic on the taxi stand, and this is where I am. Homeless doctor on the promenade, smiling goofy 'cause he had it made. But for fortune I'd be there today, and this is where I am. This is where I work. This is what I see. It's not exactly what I planned in mind. It's not the real me. Living in Plan B. Now I'm watching as the big parade marches slowly down the Avenida. I'm drinking soda pop and lemonade while my baby downs a margarita. Everybody's dancing in the streets. Week is over and the work is through. All the people that I used to meet don't know what I do now. This is where I work. This is what I see. It's not exactly what I planned in mind. It's not the real me. Christian soldier, marching onward to the battle hymn. I always knew as I grew up and older, I was born to win. When I go, I'm gonna ride away on a golden roan. It's not the horse that I was born to play, but I'll ride her home. Dream of me tonight when you go to sleep. I dream your love will come and rescue me and my soul to keep. Living from plan B, it's not the real me, just as acting to see. Baby, set me free. I followed her to Iceland. I followed her to Chapman, and you know, I don't know what to do. I dreamed of her relaxing in a cellar room in Lansing, all alone with a bottle of booze. When I finally found her, I threw my arms around her, and you know, I don't know what to do. And in the days thereafter, I learned to be an actor on a stage where the lights were all blue. All fall down, all fall down, all fall down, all fall down. When I finally found her, I threw my arms around her, and you know, I don't know what to do. In the days thereafter, I learned to be an actor on a stage where the lights were all blue. All fall down, all fall all down, all fall down, all fall all down. Thank you. Let's bring back the waltz, huh?
wishing you come home. Thinking back about the things last night. I started a fight now. I wonder where you are. You probably at some bar. You're washing all my thoughts and be away. Ain't much I can say now. Having you around has been the only joy I've found. When you leave, I wonder where you go. Listening for the sound I thought I heard once or twice before. When I looked, there's no one at my door. Sitting in the hall, I'm waiting on your call. Feeling bad about the words I spoke. It was the world's worst joke now. See the 44 lying on the floor. I'm thinking about the time we got to run. Be a son of a gun now. Having you around has been the only joy I've found. When you leave, I wonder where you go. Listen for the sound I thought I heard once or twice before. When I looked, there's no one at my door. Oh. Having you around has been the only joy I've found. When you leave, I wonder where you go. Listen for the sound I thought I heard once or twice before. When I looked, there's no one at my door. Do 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 do. When you leave, I wonder where you go. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, thank you very much.
Nice
Oh,
one,
yeah.
Stan.
Thank you.
Stanley Kipper. We're only here for a short time.
That's what all these songs are about, being here for a short time.
And so we're going to do one more with the Rod and Reel Club.
Two.
The last day of July and there's a chance of rain. Last time we were in these parts was way back when. It's never gonna be the way it was back then in El Nino. All my friends on shore don't understand me well. Sailing from the safety of the harbor bell. Stumbling into stories I can never tell in El Nino. 30 miles off the beach at Magdalena, strolling down the coast to the tropic zone. Radio telephone call from the mainland. She says, please of the trip, and I don't want to stop. Anything can happen when you're on the spot. The beer is cold, the sun is hot, but something's wrong in El Nino. The last thing I remember, we were backing down. 1,000 pounds of marlin, now it starts to sound. The biggest doggone fish I think I've ever found in El Nino. 40 miles off the beach at Magdalena. The wind picks up and the boat begins to rock. Radio telephone call from the mainland. Man says I no longer have my job in El Nino, in El Nino, in El Nino. In El Nino, in El Nino, in El Nino. 90 miles off the beach at Magdalena. The sea turns green and the crew begins to drink. Radio telephone call to the mainland. SOS and the boat begins to sink. In El Nino, in El Nino, in El Nino. In El Nino, in El Nino, in El Nino. Oh, just get lost. You're bound to get lost. I wonder where we can be. I think we're lost at sea. Thank you.
That is L.A. Rod and Reel. Let's hear it for them. They know who they are. I'd just like to say on September 11th, there's a special event, A Year of Hope, with Allison Scott. Plays at the Fitzgerald Theater in St. Paul. That'll be your chance to hear songs from a brand new CD, Chinese Whispers, played live. Tickets are on sale now at AllisonScott.com. She'll be out here in just a moment. But tonight, Blood on the Track celebrates 10 years. This all started back in 2000. It was at First Avenue. Since then, they've been to Duluth, they've been to Hibbing, they've been to St. Cloud. They've been everywhere. They are the guys playing on the CD Blood on the Tracks. How many of you have that disc? All right, then you're going to love the show tonight. 10 years together with friends from the cream of the Minnesota crop, dropping in to share their favorite Bob Dylan songs from the 60s, 70s. They may even do one from the 90s. You're going to see from the first family of Minnesota music, Patty and Billy Peterson, Allison Scott, Kevin Bowe, Peter Ostrushko, Adam Levy, Gretchen Seacrest, Stan Kipper, Chico Perez, Paul Metza, Scott Sansby, Gary Lopak, Lonnie Knight, Matt Fink, Jeff Victor, Billy Hallquist, Steve Grossman, Joe Loma, Jim Steinworth, Gene LaFond, George Vandriska, Dan Nettesheim, the guitars for Vets, the homeboy Jeff Dayton,
Yay!
the man who put this all together, Kevin Odegaard. Let's hear it. They'll be playing on songs you know and more. A few surprises too. Blood on the Tracks Live. Please welcome Allison Scott and Kevin Bowe.
Thank you. All right, this song is from an album that we put out about 1.5 years ago, and it's a covers record called Hiding Under the Covers. We do have it for sale over here, but this is one of my favorite Dylan songs, and I hope you guys enjoy it. It's a little bit obscure, but we like that, right? short and sweet. It nearly swept me off of my feet, and I'm back in the rain. No, and you are on dry land. You made it there somehow. You're a big boy now. Bird on the horizon, sitting on a fence. He's singing a song for me at his own expense, and I am just like that bird. No, singing just for you. I hope that you can hear me singing through these tears. And time is a jet plane, it moves too fast. Oh, but what a shame if all we've shared can last. Oh, I can change, I swear. No, see what you can do, 'cause I can make it through. You can make it too. Love is so simple, to quote a phrase. You've known it all the time, I'm learning it these days. Oh, I know where I can find you. Oh, in somebody's room. It's a price I have to pay. You're a big boy all the way. Change in the weather is known to be extreme. But what's the sense of changing horses in midstream? I'm going out of my mind. Oh, with the pain that stops and starts, like a corkscrew to my heart. Ever since we've been apart, you're a big boy now. Thank you very much. Please come out and check our new CD out on 9/11 at the Fitz. It's going to be a very good time. I think we're doing a big group thing now, right?
Welcome. Thanks for coming out tonight. I think we're about ready. Oh, birthdays. Who's got a birthday tonight? Anybody? All right. Okay, all right. It's also James Burton's birthday. Anybody know who James Burton is? Anybody? Okay. Are we old enough to have watched the Nelson Family on television? That was the guitar player for Ricky Nelson. And he also played for Emmylou Harris and the Hot Band. And this kid from Tupelo, Mississippi, Elmore Postly or something. And Elvis? Elvis Presley, that was it. That'll never fly. Okay. Anyway, shout outs to our old compatriot, partner in crime, Jerry Jeff Walker, who's out at the zoo tonight. You remember Jerry Jeff, Bill? I know. The weather was always, it was always winter in Jerry Jeff land.
Billy Jeff Odegaard.
45 years ago tonight, I got a ticket for $4.50. And I went out to Metropolitan Stadium and I saw the greatest concert I ever saw in my entire life. And that kind of got me on this bad road that I'm still on today. The Beatles at Metropolitan Stadium. I want to wish Ringo and Paul well tonight. Okay, everybody ready? We're going to do some Blonde on Blonde, kick things off. You got a camera? Has anybody got like an Instamatic or a Polaroid or something? Pretty good shot right here. Side, lonesome organ grinder cry, silver saxophone say I should refuse you. The cracked bells and washed out horns blow into my face with scorn, but it's not that way. I wasn't born to lose you. I want you. I want you. I want you so bad. Honey, I want you. The drunken politicians leave on the streets where mothers weep. The poets, they are fast asleep and wait for you. I wait for them to interrupt me drinking from my broken cup and ask me to open up the gate for you. Honey, I want you.
Well, you know this.
I want you. I want you so bad. Honey, I want you.
To the king of spades, talk to the chambermaid. She knows she's not afraid to see her. She's good to me. There's nothing she doesn't see. She knows what I'd like to be, but it doesn't matter. Danced a child with a Chinese suit. Spoke to me. I took his flute. I wasn't that cute to him, was I?
No, you weren't.
But I did it though, because he lied. Because he took you for a ride. Because time is on his side, and because I want you.
I want you. I want you. So bad. I want you. Honey, I want you. I want you. I want you so bad. Honey, I want you. I want you. Honey, I want you so bad. You'll never hear that anywhere else in the world, in a bar, anyplace else. Nobody will ever play that song for you again.
Are we going to recruit from the audience?
Oh, yeah. Anybody want to sing a verse of Tangled Up in Blue?
We got the words.
We got the words right here.
You have
We
a
have a-
specific verse.
Look at this guy. Holy.
Is he good?
Oh, yeah.
Nice shirt. Yeah, nobody will ever believe you.
Oh, they'll believe me.
You do this a lot?
Nope. Well, I mean, at home.
Uh-oh.
Is he doing verse 1?
No, no.
You're doing verse 5.
No, we got to give you a specific verse. How did we lose 5?
I'll just do the first. I can do it. I can remember it. Don't worry about it. Pages get lost. Pages get lost. Early one morning. Just cue me when to start.
All right. Well, this one went down on, what was it, Monday night, December 30th, 1974, with this guitar.
One, two, 1, 2, 3, go.
Early one morning, the sun was shining. I was laying in bed, wondering if she'd changed it all. If her hair was still red. Her folks had set our lives together. Sure was gonna be rough. Never did like Mama's homemade dress. Mama's main book wasn't big enough. I was standing on the side of the road, rain followed on my shoes. I heading up for the East Coast. Lord knows I paid some due, just getting through. Well, tangled up in blue. Yeah, she was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. Helped her out of a jam, I guess, but I used a little too much force. So we drove that car as far as we could, abandoning it out west. Split up on the docks that night, and both agreeing that it was best. She turned around to look at me as I was walking away. Put her head on my shoulder, we'll meet again someday on the avenue. Well, tangled up in blue.
Hey! I had a job in the great North Woods, working for a purpose to spare. But I never did like it all that much, and one day the axe just fell. So I drifted down to New Orleans. I have to be employed, working for a wild fishing boat right outside of Delacroix. But all the while I was alone, the past was close behind. I seen a lot of women, but she never
stop in for a beer. I just stared at the side of her face and the spotlight so clear. And later on, when the crowd thinned out, I was just about to do the same. She was standing there in back of my chair, saying, honey, don't know your name. I muttered something underneath my breath. I studied the lines on my face. Must have been I felt a little uneasy when she stepped down to tie the lace from my shoe. It was tangled up in blue.
She lit a burner on the stove and offered me a pipe. I thought you'd never say hello, said, look like a silent type. But then she opened up a book of poems and handed it to me, written by an Italian poet from the 13th century. And every one of them words rang true and glowed like burning coal, pouring off of every page like it was written in my soul from me to you. Tangled up in blue.
I lived with them on Montague Street in the basement down the stairs. There was music in the cafes at night and revolution in the air. Then she started dealing up with slaves and something inside of him died. She had to sell everything she owned and froze up inside. And when it finally the bottle fell out, I became withdrawn. The only thing I knew how to do was to keep on keeping on like a bird that flew. Tangled up in blue.
Some are carpenter's wives. Don't know how it all got started. I don't know what they do with their lives. I'm still on the road, heading for another joint. We always did feel the same. We just saw it from a different point of view. Tangled up in blue.
Bob Denver on vocal.
Hey, Adam. See, we got Adam's vocal up on here.
Hey, Chuck, how you guys doing? Great night, huh? Someone's got it in for me. They're printing stories in the press. Whoever it is, I wish they cut it out quick. But when they will, I can only guess. They say I shot a man named Gray and took his wife to Italy. She inherited $1 million. And when she died, it came to me. I can't help it if I'm lucky. People see me all the time. They just can't remember how to act. Their minds are filled with big ideas, images, and distorted facts. Even you, yesterday, you had to ask me where it was at. I couldn't believe after all these years you didn't know me any better. than that, sweet lady. The Eddie wind blowing every time you move your mouth, blowing down the back roads heading south. The Eddie wind blowing every time you move your feet. You're an idiot, babe. It's a wonder that you still know how to breathe. I ran into the fortune teller who said beware of lightning that might strike. I haven't known peace and quiet for so long I can't remember what it's like. There's a lone soldier on the cross, smoke pouring out of a boxcar door. You didn't know it, you didn't think it could be done. In the final end, you won the war after losing every battle. I woke up on the roadside, daydreaming about the way things sometimes are. Visions of your chestnut mare shoot through my head, and I'm making me see stars. You hurt the one that I love best and cover up the truth with lies. One day you'll be in the ditch, flies buzzing around your eyes, blind on the saddle. The Eddie wind blowing through the flowers of your tomb, blowing through the curtains in your room. The Eddie wind blowing every time you move your feet. You're an idiot, babe. It's a wonder that you still know how to breathe. It was gravity which put us down, and destiny which broke us apart. You tamed the lion in my cage, but it just wasn't enough to change my heart. Now everything's a little upside down. As a matter of fact, the wheels have stopped. What's bad is good, what's good is bad. You'll find out when you reach the top. You're on the bottom. I noticed at the ceremony your corrupt ways had finally made you blind. I can't remember your face anymore. Your mouth has changed. Again, you look into mine. The priest swore blood on the seventh day and sat stone faced where the building burned. Well, I waited for you on the running boards near the cypress trees when the springtime turned slowly into autumn. The Eddie wind blowing like a circle around my skull, from the Grand Coulee down to the Capitol. The Eddie wind blowing every time you move your mind. You're an idiot, babe. It's a wonder that you still know how to breathe. I can't feel you anymore. I can't even touch the books you read. Every time I crawl past your door, I've been wishing I was somebody else instead. Down the highway, down the tracks, down the road to ecstasy, I followed you beneath the stars, hounded by your memory and all your raging glory. I've been double-crossed now for the very last time, and I'm finally free. I kiss goodbye the howling beast on the borderline which separated you from me. You'll never know the hurt I suffer, nor the pain I rise above. I'll never know the same about you, your holiness, and your kind of love, and it makes me feel so sorry. Yeah, it went blowing through the buttons of our coats, blowing through the letters that we wrote. Yeah, it went blowing through the dust upon our shelves. We'll be dear things. It's a wonder you can even feed ourselves.
Adam Levy.
Make that Levy and we'll have a deal. Yeah.
Took
That's
my
Adam Levy, ladies and gentlemen. Billy Peterson on bass. What are you going to do after the gig? You're going to go over to the Artist Quarter and you can see the Guitar Heroes Jam Session at Artist Quarter in St. Paul. Is that right, Billy? You got that. Okay. Okay, Michael. All right. We're going to do stand song. Jeff Dayton. You're on. Okay, everybody say bye-bye, Billy. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Billy. Michael, are you around here somewhere?
I've just been thrown into this gig, but I wanted to mention that this next song Stan is going to sing. First of all, we got to give it up for all the guys up here. This is just amazing. And while we got a lot of people here, I mentioned it earlier, but let's give it up to Jim and all the guys from, or Tim and all the guys from the sound company. How about it? And our video people, thank you so much. All the St. Louis Park people, we want to thank all of them for making this possible. This next song is one we're going to dedicate to a friend we lost this week. I remember seeing him on the bass guitar with Linda Ronstadt when she was still wearing a Cub Scout uniform. I think, Gary, where was that? St. Paul Civic Center? Or Met Sports Center, back when there was a Met Sports Center. Probably 1974, 75, something like that, 76. Kenny Edwards was his name, and he passed away Wednesday night in Santa Barbara, California. Producer and friend of Carla Bonoff. Played with many, many people, and our drummer, Stan Kipper, played with Kenny for many years. So let's send our prayers out to his spirit. And here's Stan Kipper, everybody.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There's an evening haze settling over town, starlight by the edge of the creek. The buying power proletariat's gone down, money's getting shallow and weak. Well, the place I love best is a sweet memory, it's a new path that we trod. They say low wages are a reality if you wanna compete abroad. My cruel weapons have been put on the shelf. Come and sit down in my knee. You are dearer to me than myself. You yourself can see. I'm listening to the steel wheels hum. Got both eyes tight shut. Just sitting here trying to keep the hunger from keeping its way into my gut. Meet me in the bottom, don't lag behind. Bring me my boots and shoes. You can hang back or fight your best on the front line. Sing a little bit of these working man blues. Now I'm sailing on back, ready for the long haul. Tossed by the wind and seas. I drag them on down to hell, stand them at the wall, sell them to their enemies. I'm trying to feed my soul with thought, yeah. Gonna sleep off the rest of the day. Sometimes nobody wants what we got. Sometimes you can't give it away. Now the places ring with countless foes. Some of them may be deaf and dumb. No man, no woman knows the hour that sorrow will come. In the dark I hear the night birds call. I can hear a lover's breath. I sleep in the kitchen with my feet in the hall. Sleep is like a temporary death. Meet me in the bottom, don't lag behind. Bring me my boots and shoes. You can hang back or fight your best on the front line. Sing a little bit of these working man blues. Stole my horse, I can't save a dime. I got to be careful, I don't want to be forced into a life of continual crime. I can see for myself that the sun is sinking. How I wish you were here to see. Tell me now, am I wrong in thinking you have forgotten me? Now they worry and they hurry and they fuss and they fret. They waste your nights and days. Them I will forget, but you I remember always. Old memories of you to me have clung, but wounded me with your words. Gonna have to straighten out your tongue. It's all true, everything you heard. Meet me in the bottom, don't lag behind. Bring me my boots and shoes. You can lay back or fight your best on the front line. Sing a little bit of the working man blues. And you, my friend, I find no blame. Wanna look in my eyes, please do. No one can ever claim that I took up arms against you. All across the peaceful, sacred fields, they will lay you low. Break your horns, slash you with steel. I say it so, it must be so. Now I'm down on my luck, I'm black and blue. Gonna give you another chance. I'm all alone, expecting you to lead me off in a cheerful dance. I got a brand new suit, got a brand new wife. I can live on rice and beans. Some people never worked a day in their life. Don't know what work even means. Beat me in the bottom, don't lag behind. Bring me my boots and shoes. You can hang back or fight your best on the front line. Sing a little bit of the working man blues. Working man blues, yeah. Working man. Thank you.
Let's give a great big thank you to Stanley Kipper. Stanley Kipper, Chico Perez.
Thank you, sweethearts.
We're only here for a short time. Chico and Stan have to run. They've got to be on an island. That's right. That's true. In about a half an hour. Get your limo, guys.
Who's next? The Vets.
We're going to do the Vets. I'm going to do a few commercials. Okay.
Everyone squish together.
I want to thank American Guitar and Band for the fine backline they provided for us last year and this year. Thank you, American Guitar and Band. Maple Grove, Corey Lake, Tim O'Brien. Tim's got one of his amps right here. And Jim Harms at My Music Store, one of our favorite places as well. Jim outfitted me with a couple of my favorite axes. And Jim and a bunch of us, Michael, who's working with us, Michael Donahue. Big thanks to all these guys. We're all thinking about trying to put something together to help musicians find health care with the new plan. Find gigs, find resources, some collective, some, well, that's a bad word. But we're going to find some way to help musicians out in a kind of an association sort of a way. We've got a lot of people working on it. We've lost a lot of our friends in the last few years. Jeff Hill, who wrote one of the songs in the Rod and Reel Club earlier tonight called China. And a bunch of folks have said goodbye over the last couple of years, and we'd like to be there to provide for musicians who spend their whole lives giving you joy. Among them, our honorees tonight and our beneficiaries. But first, I'd like to say a little something about this other group that we've got here tonight, and they have pamphlets up in front for any of those of you who have families in recovery. I know a couple people that qualifies for. Hello. Anyway, you're supposed to look at me then. Everybody's supposed to point at me on that one. Heart, H-E-A-R-T. Freddie, how do I say this now? Help alcoholics and addicts. Help enable alcoholics and addicts to receive treatment. This is a program that's out there if you can't afford to get treatment, if you're at a crisis point. You can get one of these pamphlets. You can call Fred Schwartz in St. Paul. And I grew up with Freddie in a very, very small burg north of here called Princeton. And I love him for my whole life. He takes care of a lot of good people. Thank you, Freddie. Hi, Judy. Now I'm going to bring up our honorees tonight. These guys have warmed my heart. I don't dare to get on the phone with Patrick Nettesheim anymore because I break down and I can't hear anything that he's saying anymore. This guy's a very charismatic speaker. George von Driska, Dan von Buskirk, and Patrick started the Guitars for Vets program out of Milwaukee a short time ago, and it's catching on like wildfire. We're getting help here from American Guitar and Band tonight for donated guitars. See our folks at the desk up here. Buy the T-shirts, and you're helping a vet get. Well, I'm going to let Patrick speak. Please welcome Patrick Nettesheim.
Thanks for the great intro there, Kevin. You know, I look out at all of you and I see the greatness of America right here. You people care, you care about community, you support the arts. It's very heartwarming. And thank you for coming and helping to support Guitars for Vets. Let me just tell you a little bit about Guitars for Vets. It started about 3 years ago. I'm not a veteran myself. I'm a guitar instructor and a performer and an artist. I had a student referred to me by the name of Dan Van Buskirk. And Dan, a Marine, Vietnam era, suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder. The guitar lessons helped Dan to a point where he could focus more and concentrate and reduce his medication and find what I like to refer to as windows of serenity within the fog of post-traumatic stress. We decided to take the program in Milwaukee, where we were founded, to the local VA there. And the results were really profound, just working with these men and women on how to play guitar. And you can imagine post-traumatic stress is like a trance that you can go into. Part of it is there's anxiety, depression, panic disorder. And when you have a guitar in your hands and in your midsection, and you're holding it and somebody's showing you for a G chord, put your first finger on the second string or the second fret of the fifth string, your second finger on the third of the sixth, your first, and so forth, and you're strumming it, and you're hearing it, you're not thinking of all of these other things. So it gives you moments where you can feel like, yes, I can emote with this instrument, and I'm not completely blocked. So, and then you build on these windows of serenity. The other thing that it does, and let me tell you how it works, they get 6 free, they being the veteran, 6 free guitar lessons, private guitar lessons. And after that, they go into group lessons. And it's in these group lessons that community, camaraderie, teamwork is reestablished. And if you talk to any combat vet, it's probably only the one thing they miss about their tour of duty is the teamwork, camaraderie, brotherhood, sisterhood. This helps them bring them out of their isolation and gives them something very positive. It's a great adjunct therapy to everything else that deals with PTSD. And if you don't understand PTSD, I just want to make this really brief, but it's really important to visualize if you're going down the hill in a car and your brakes don't work. And as you're accelerating, you realize your steering wheel doesn't work, and you see yourself heading towards maybe a railing by a bridge, and you can't stop the momentum. You go through the railing, you go off the bridge. What you feel right there, that's a panic attack. There's men and women that go through multiple panic attacks every day of their lives because of the service they gave for us. Imagine the car hits the water and you got your friends and family in it, and you're the only survivor. That's the depression they have to live with. And we need to realize that as a community, as a country. There's no politics involved here, none at all whatsoever. We have to help heal our warriors, and that is really the template on how we can heal each other and hopefully humanity. Currently, we have 10 chapters. We have a chapter in Iraq. We are starting a chapter here in St. Paul and also in Brooklyn Park. We do take guitar donations. You can go to guitarsforvets.org in order to donate guitars. We need money. We need money desperately. When the earthquake hit Haiti, it was incredible that people in this country stepped forward to give so much to their cause. We have a crisis here. We have over 18 suicides a day amongst military veterans. That is unacceptable. That has to stop. We have the power to stop that. Guitars for Vets can make a difference, and so can you. And this is a tangible way you can get involved. I'd like to briefly bring up my co-founder, Dan Van Buskirk. He was student number 1. He is my mentor and hero and one of my best friends, Vietnam veteran, Marine, Dan Van Buskirk.
Warriors like this, how can you lose? How many vets are out there tonight? Stand up. Go ahead, stand up. Let's hear it for them. Yeah. Right. Thank you. Soldiers can't ask why we're in these wars. They can only take the time to focus on getting each other home alive. And that's all we can do. When I was a young kid in high school, I asked my dad if I could serve in the Peace Corps. Well, he was 101st paratrooper in his day, and that didn't go over too well. But that's okay. I think the Peace Corps is a wonderful thing to do. My dad asked me to serve my country, so I did. I faced a few tigers in Vietnam, real tigers and tigers of war. I lost some really close friends. It's not anything that goes away. But it does teach me how to appreciate life and how to appreciate all living beings and how to do everything I can to support all living beings. I'm not an advocate of war. I never will be. Most warriors aren't. But somebody's got to do it. And whether you're a warrior for peace, which you can be in combat, or whether you're carrying a rifle and you're trying to get out of an L-shaped ambush, it's all very spiritual. It's how you are with the people that are in your path. Are you there for them? Right now, our veterans, our warriors are asking us to be there for them. I went to Walter Reed Army Hospital last September, and I spent a few hours just listening to the veterans. I saw a young gal in her early 20s sitting on a bench next to one of the hospital buildings, and I asked her how she was doing. She was breathing with an oxygen tank, and she shared with me that she couldn't stay in her marriage anymore because she had too much anger from the war, and she didn't want her husband to have to go through that, even though he was a kind, very caring man, from what she told me. She told me that she was waiting for a lung transplant. That could be your daughter, a 20-year-old waiting for a lungs transplant because she went through a bomb blast in Iraq. What if it was my daughter? What would I do? What can we do? There are so many things that we can do here in the States. There are so many things we can do to face the tiger right here to help our veterans. The toughest tiger I've ever had to face, besides the live ones I faced in Vietnam and the war, are the tigers of seeing our kids come home, these bomb blasts, to see the faraway look in their eyes and the struggles they're going through. So out of the very sadness in my own heart, my one last patrol on this earth has been to start Guitarists for Vets, because that's one thing one very wonderful man taught me to do is he put a healing instrument of a guitar in my hands and brought me the healing power of music. And that's all I can do. Let's all do what we can to help our warriors come home. The journey home's a very tough journey. So we've been helped so much by all of you, and we've really been helped by artists. The artists across this country have stepped forward and really helped causes like ours, and I want to give them another hand. Thank you so much. If you got a day where you want to do something really wonderful, go to a VA hospital and spend some time just listening to a veteran. That's a really good thing to do these days. So you all have a nice weekend, and thanks so much for showing up.
Mama, take this bench off of me. 'cause I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door.
Hey, mama took my guns and put them in the ground. I will not shoot them anymore. That long black cloud, she's a coming down. I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Well, let's join hands in prayer tonight. Sing this song and light the light. To this life, there's something more. Gonna waltz right in on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Very moving.
Going great. Beautiful night, huh? This is gorgeous. All you boys sound very nice for a change.
Got a couple inventors with us tonight. How many of you have invented something? I have. It never went anywhere. Joe Loma invented something. Hold up your invention, Joe. Okay, they're not ordinary drumsticks. They're called hot rods. And what they do is they are drumsticks 1 minute, and then if you slip the cover off, they're brushes. Is that right, Joe?
It's close.
It's pretty close?
Pretty close.
Okay.
You got it. I like it. That's the next one. There you go.
The other inventor tonight is a gentleman I've been hanging around with for a long time. That's me. The other inventor tonight is standing by me right now. Is your guitar working? Good. In 2000, 10 years ago, we're celebrating 10 years tonight. In 2000, Paul Metza invented Blood on the Tracks live. Let's have a round on the house. Here we are 10 years later. Most of us still around. 10 years older. Because I was so much older then, right? Am I giving it away? A little bit. All right. Count it.
Say, hold on. I do want to say for this crowd, I'm honored to be a part of the Blood on the Tracks Second Life. And I have a great musician that I'm bringing to town on September 9th at the Music Box Theater. I'll be bringing Scarlett Rivera in for Blue Thursday, September 9th. It's going to be a conversation and concert. So put that on your calendar. So anyway, Kevin asked me which one I want to play. I said, well, you're 10 years old again. Let's do this one. And it's a sing-along, and you all know the chorus, so feel free. Crimson flame tied through my ear, rolling high and mighty track. Countless fire on flaming road, using ideas as my man. We'll meet on edges soon, said I, proud me heated brow. Oh, but I was so much older then, I'm younger than that now. Prejudice leads forth, rip down all heat and scream. Lives that lie
life is black and white, ripped from my skull I breathe. Chromatic packs of musketeers, foundation deep somehow. Oh, but I was so much older then, I'm younger than that now. In a soldier's stance, I aim my head at the mongrel dogs who teach. For now I become my enemy in the instant that I preach. With the death by confusion folks who hit me from the stern and by. Oh, but I was so much older then, I'm younger than that now. So much older than, I'm younger than that now. Well, my God stood high through abstract writ, too noble to neglect. Deceive me into thinking I had something to protect. Good and bad, I define these terms quite clear, no doubt somehow. Oh, but I was much older then, I'm younger than that now. I was so much older then, I'm younger than that now. I was so much older then, I'm younger than that now. Thank you. God bless you. Have a great night.
Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleeping and there ain't no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come following. Take me on a trip upon your magic swirling ship. All my senses have been stripped, and my hands can't feel to grip, and my toes too numb to step. Wait only for my boot heels to be wandering. I'm ready to go anywhere. I'm ready for to fade unto my own parade. Cast your dancing spell my way. I promise to go under it. Hey,
Thank you, Joe Loma. Let's say hello to the band. Our musical director, Matt Fink, from Prince and the Revolution. St. Louis Park boy. From New Jersey. Hey. Hey now. Oh, okay. The master of time and space, one of the greatest guitarists who ever came to Minnesota from New Jersey. And one of our favorite performers, singers, and songwriters. What's the name of your new album, Lonnie? So We Jump is out Monday. Our timing is great. So go get it, LonnieKnight.com. In that mysterious band you heard before, I forgot their name. Scotty Sansby was playing drums. He's playing drums again. Scott Sansby. On the keyboards, to your right, all kinds of keyboards, including the B3 organ, which has been on so many pop hits, Green Onions, and all kinds of great stuff all the way back when. Mr. Jim Steinworth. My old partners in crime, and the Don to my Phil Everly. That's true. Well, no, he's the Paul to my John Lennon. Okay, does that work better for you? Yeah, he's got the. Wait a minute. Yeah, he's got the Paul bass. Gary Lopak on vocals. And all the way from Nashville, doing an incredible job again tonight. Flew in for this gig, and you'll see him all throughout the next week. He's playing to the west of town, playing everywhere. Go to JeffDaytonMusic.com. Is that right? Okay. He's in town for the next week. I'm sure you loved what you heard tonight, so there's more of it. Go on out and see Jeff. We have a couple of legends on stage with us still, and another one yet to come from the first family of music in Minneapolis. To my left, your right, on the blue guitar, Mr. Peter Lang. And the world's greatest mandolinist, Peter Ostrusko. You can't imagine what a pleasure it is to play with people like Billy Peterson and Peter Ostrusko. I don't know how I came from a small town up north called Princeton and got to play with some of the best, but I try and keep my ears open and learn something every time these guys agree to play with me. So thank you, everybody. Did I forget somebody? Okay, good. My dearest, oldest partner, of course. Last year, well, this is the time to do a shout out anyway. Last year, I forgot to introduce Greg Inhofer, and as you've noticed, he's not here tonight. Oh, that hurts. That really hurts. But I want to do a shout out to Greg. He's an incredible musician. I wish you were here. I don't know if we're going to do this again, but if we do, I hope he comes back and sees us. He's playing at Famous Dave's tonight. And so he's right down the street. Let's do a wave to Greg down the street. All right. Good. And here's one that you might know. I'll do you later.
feels any pain. Tonight as I stand inside the rain, everybody knows baby's got new clothes. Lately I see her ribbons and her bows have fallen from her curl. She takes just like a woman. Yeah, she does, and she makes love just like a woman. Yeah, she does, and she aches just like a woman. But she breaks just like a little girl. Queen Mary, she's my friend. Yes, I believe I'll go see her again. Everybody guessed that baby can't be blessed till she sees that she's like all the rest, with her fog, her amphetamines, and her pearls. She takes just like a woman. Yeah, she does, and she makes love just like a woman. Yeah, she does, and she aches just like a woman. But she breaks just like a little girl. It was raining from the first, and I was dying there of thirst, so I came in here. But your long time curse hurts, but what's worse is this pain in here. I can't stay in here. Ain't it clear that I just don't fit? Well, I believe that it's time for us to quit. And when we meet again, introduced as friends, please don't let on that you knew me when I was hungry and it was your world. She takes just like a woman. Yeah, she does, and she makes love just like a woman. Yeah, she does, and she aches just like a woman. But she breaks just like a little girl. Thank you.
Gary Lopak. Peter, what's your favorite Bob Dylan song?
Hello, testing. Here we go. If you're traveling in the North Country Fair, when the wind gets heavy on the borderline, remember me to the one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. And if you go when the snowflakes storm, when the rivers freeze and summer ends, see for me she has a so warm to keep her from the howling wind. Does her hair hang long? Does it roll? Does it flow all down her breast? See for me, does her hair hang long? 'Cause that's the way I remember her best. And I wonder, does she remember me at all? Many nights I have often prayed through the darkness of my nights and through the brightness of my day. If you're traveling in the North Country Fair, when the wind gets heavy on the borderline, remember me to the one who lives there. She once was the true love of mine. If you're traveling in the North Country Fair, when the wind gets heavy on the borderline, remember me to the one who lives there. She once was
a true love of mine. Thank you.
All the rag man draws circles up and down the block. I'd ask him what the matter was, but oh, to hear him talk. The ladies treat me kindly, and they furnish me with soul. Deep inside my heart, I know I can't escape. With Shakespeare, he's in the alley with his pointed shoes and his bell, speaking to a French girl who says she knows him well. I would send a message to find out if she's taught. The post office has been stolen and the mailbox is locked. I said, oh, really the end, to be stuck inside a mobile with the Memphis Blues again. Mona tried to tell me, stay away from the train line. She said that all railroad men, they just drink up your blood like wine. I said, oh, again, there's only one I met, and he just smoked my eyelids and he punched my cigarette. I said, oh, mama, can this really be the end, to be stuck inside a mobile with the Memphis Blues again? Says comes here in her honky-tonk lagoon. I can watch her waltz for free beneath the Panamanian moon. I say, oh, come on now, you know all about my debutante. She just says, your debutante knows what you need, honey, but I know what you want. I said, oh, can this really be the end, to be stuck inside a mobile with the Memphis Blues again? Now the bricks, they lay on Grand Street,
This all seems so well timed. Here I sit so patiently, trying to find out what place you have to pay to somebody. Keep from going through all this twice. I said, oh, mama, can this really be the end? To be stuck inside a mobile with the Memphis Blues again.
Lonnie Knight, thank you, Lonnie. Some of these are a little more obscure than the others. But if you're alive, you've been alive as long as I have, you've heard them. We're going to bring another one out of the cobwebs right now. We had a conversation in the rehearsal about what this song was about. And we decided it was what, Dan? About being stood up? Something like that?
Waiting around.
Waiting around.
Ready?
Mr. Dan Israel, St. Louis Park, Minnesota.
show. That a man can't give his address after bad company. And now I stand here looking at your yellow railroad in the ruins of your balcony. Wondering where are you tonight, sweet Marie? Thanks to all these great musicians. Thanks to all of you for showing up tonight.
St. Louis Park is proud of Dan Israel. We're proud of St. Louis Park, the city, Rick Burnow, who put this thing on tonight, put this here shindig together. Thank you so much for putting it together. Thanks for guitars, for vets. We're going to do a few more. We understand those of you with kids might be moving on. Please welcome Gretchen Seacrest.
Was in another lifetime, one of toil and pain, when blackness was a virtue, the road was full of mud. I came in from the wilderness, a creature void of form. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. And if I pass this way again, well, you can rest assured I'll always do my best for her, on that I give my word. In a world of steel-eyed death and men who are fighting to be warm. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. Not a word was spoke between us. There was little risk involved. Everything up to that point had been left unresolved. Try imagining a place where it's always safe and warm. Come in, she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. I was burned out from exhaustion, buried in a train, poisoned in the bushes and blown out on the trail, haunted like a crocodile and ravaged in the corn. Come in, she said, I give you shelter from the storm. Suddenly I turned around, and she was standing there with silver bracelets on her wrists and flowers in her hair. She walked up to me so gracefully and took my crown of thorns. Come in, she said, I give you shelter from the storm. Now there's a wall between us, something that's been lost. I took too much for granted, I got my signals crossed. And just to think that it all began on and on was up for more. And she said, I give you shelter from the storm. And the creature rides him out. But nothing really matters much, it's doom alone that counts. And the one-eyed undertaker, he blows a futile horn. Come in, she said, I give you shelter from the storm. Newborn babies wailing like a mourning dove, and grown men with broken teeth stranded without love. Do I understand your question, man? Is it hopeless and forlorn? Come in, she said, I give you shelter from the storm. Village, they gambled for my clothes. I bargained for salvation, but you give me a lethal dose. I offered up my innocence, and I got repaid with scorn. And she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm. I'm living in a foreign country, and I'm bound to cross the line. A beauty walks the razor's edge. Someday I'll make it mine. I can only turn back the clock when God and her were born. Oh, and she said, I'll give you shelter from the storm.
Gretchen Seacrest. Please welcome Kevin Bowe.
I got no gigs coming up. I got nothing to sell. And Kevin, if you give me a lengthy introduction, we're going to have trouble up here. But I got a song about a gal with a leopard skin pillbox hat. Just sit there and stare. Me with my belt wrapped around my head and you just sitting there in a brand new leopard skin pillbox hat. Excuse me. Right here on the one. Right here on the one, it's okay. We like the one. I gotta hear some organ music. Well, I asked the doctor if I could see you. It's bad for your health, he said. I disobeyed his orders. I came to see you, but I found him there instead. I was puzzled. You know, I don't mind him cheating on me, but I wish he'd take it off his head. Your brand new leopard skin pillbox hat. I see you got a new boyfriend. You know, I've never seen him before. I saw him making love to you. You forgot to close the garage door. It's so rude. You might think he loves you for your money, but I know what he loves you for. Your brand new leopard skin pillbox hat.
I'm just going to jump up here for a second and say, Kevin Bowe, one more time. There's a lot of people still here. How many people are still here? Come on, let them hear you in Hopkins. Come on, St. Louis Park. Nobody has said anything about the guy who put this all together, and I think we need to do that right now. He was my band leader. I auditioned for him, a terrified kid, in 1976, giving my age away. And he said, yeah, when I played, what was it, Cinnamon Girl? I got the gig with that. And I want you guys to know that he puts this whole thing together. He calls in favors. He puts people together. He does tons and tons and tons of work behind the scenes with the website and all that stuff. And I think we need to give it up for Kevin Odegaard.
Well, we're going to tap into the first family of music from Minneapolis one more time to bring us home tonight. Please give it up for Patty Peterson.
Well, what a turnout. How's everybody doing? You know, this is really interesting that Patty Peterson, the R&B jazz singer, would be singing Bob Dylan.
Why?
Well, I was so flattered when you called me and asked me
Your
to do it
brother
a couple
did
of
it.
years
Why
ago.
can't you do it?
Well, that is exactly right. Was Billy here tonight?
Was Billy here tonight? Come
See?
on now. Was Billy here tonight? All right.
We were ships passing in the night, I see. Want to sing a little number together?
Yeah, I think so. This was...
They sat together in a park As the evening sky grew dark, she looked at him and he felt a spark tingle to his bones. 'Twas then he felt alone and wished that he'd gone straight and waited out for a simple twist of fate. Saxophone someplace far off played
while she was waiting by the arcade.
As a light bust through a beat-up shade where he was waking up,
she dropped a coin into the cup.
Another blind man at the gate, and forgot about the simple twist of fate. He woke up, the room was bare.
He didn't see her anywhere.
And he told himself that he didn't care.
Pushed the window open wide. Felt that emptiness inside,
to which he just could not relate. Brought on by a simple twist of fate. All right. Should we pick it up a little bit? Close before, never been so easy or so slow.
I've been shooting in the dark too long.
When something's right, it's wrong. You're gonna make me lonesome when you go.
Purple clover, queen and lace,
crimson hair across your face. You could make me cry if you don't know. You might be spoiling me too much love. Hey, you're gonna make me lonesome when you go. Flowers on the hillside, blooming crazy.
Crickets talking back and forth in rhyme.
Blue river running slow and lazy. I could stay with you forever and never realize the time.
I look for you in old Honolulu.
San Francisco.
No, Ashtabula.
You're gonna have to leave me now, I know.
I'll see you in the sky above,
in the tall grass, in the ones I love. You're gonna make me lonesome when you go. You're gonna make me lonesome when you go. Oh, say, you're gonna make me lonesome when you go. I told him to make our words bigger.
Everybody on stage now. The whole audience,
Okay.
everybody.
I don't know about that. The weather has held out as Kevin promised for this concert. Isn't this amazing? An amazing Minnesota weekend. You know, it's a free steam bath out here. And last night. Woo! Hello.
How do I look?
You look like I did last night at the zoo. Now, like I said last night, I'm going to say it again. I like to be told that I'm hot, but I don't really want to be told because I'm really hot.
You are hot, Pete.
All right. Hey. Hey, let's sing.
Hey, let's sing.
Let's sing.
Everybody.
Come on over, honey. This is my sweetie, Susan Casey, makes me forever young.
Thanks again, everybody, for coming out tonight. I got to quick say, Scarlett Revere is coming to town. I know you're all Bob Dylan's fans. She's coming to town and play with my band, The Wild Unknown. We're going to be at the Music Box Theater September 9th, and in River Falls at the Kinney River Land Trust Benefit on September 11th. It'll be a great show.
Does anybody else have any new business? Over here. Have we approved the minutes of the last meeting?
And it's a thrill to sing with Patty Peterson and all these great musicians.
Gene
Thank
LaFond.
you, thank you, thank you.
And before I forget it, my oldest musical friend on this stage, Billy Hallquist, ladies and gentlemen, Billy Hallquist. Otherwise, he won't be with us next year.
It's a blessing and a prayer for all of you for this evening. Thanks for coming.
May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars and climb on every rung, and may you say, forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young.
May you grow up to be righteous. May you grow up to be true. May you always know the truth and see the light surrounding you. May you always be courageous. Stand upright and be strong, and may you stay forever young. Forever young. Everybody. May you stay forever young. And may your hands always be busy. And may your feet always be swift. And may you have a strong foundation when the winds of change shift. May your heart always be joyful. May your song always be sung. And may you sing forever young. Forever young.
Good night, everybody.